Well, welcome back to the Blue Note Fan Report. This is Guy the Wild Blues fan, and this is your intermission show. Tammy, I could not agree more. I could not agree more. The NHL's got to look at this not reviewing puck over the glass, because that's twice now in this series that's happened, and they've not called it. They've got to be able to go back and look at that, because it was absolutely over the glass, right? And even they knew it was over the glass, and they don't call it. It's just junk, right? Just junk. No, they missed two over the glasses and one too many men on ice, right? Yeah, it is just too bad. Waiting to hear me defend Benny on that mini goal. I got to look at it a little more. I thought that it wasn't on him, but I don't know. I want to look at it a little more. Again, this doesn't feel as bad as giving up a goal on the first shot. You only gave up 5 shots, but you gave up a goal, but you took 17, right? So overall, there's a different feel to it, right? And I think you can agree with me on that there's a different feel to this one being, letting in 1 goal on the first 5 shots than it is 2 goals on the first 3 shots, right? Early in the game. So, I mean, I see where you're coming. I want to look at the goal a little bit better to get a better feel for it. Just to be fair and honest, I'm going to try and pull it up here in a second. Where we go? I'm looking for it. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. I haven't heard anybody pop in yet, but I'm sure somebody will. That was just a hell of a pass, right? I'm sorry, that was a hell of a pass. Bennington's covering the post, covering the shooter. You know what? No, that's not on Bennington. I look at that now, and that's not on Bennington, right? I'll tell you what. You want to argue with me on that? That's fine. That's not on Bennington. That's absolutely on the defense, and I can prove it. I can absolutely prove it. Give me a moment, right? Give me a moment. I want to go back. I looked at that a little bit better, and I can absolutely prove that was on the defense, right? I couldn't see which player it was. Should have kept his stick. Still, he would have blocked the pass. More on Scandella. I'm not sure where you're going with that. I'm missing some things. Hold up. Let me get back here, catch your things up. Guy, I know you love Barbie and Tank, but they stand around so much they don't even try to make a play. I don't see it as much as you do, Jeff. I really don't. You want him to move, and sometimes that you've got to wait. You've got to be able to fire the puck. I don't know. Good period. Punovich playing with fire. They're trying to kill O'Reilly because they can't beat him with the faceoff. Yeah, I seen that. Third shot, 50 goes in. Yeah, I know, and I want to look at that one again. Give me a second. That was a great pass, not all on Benny. I didn't think it was on Benny at all. Not a bad start. Settled down a bit. Should be able to get them keying on O'Reilly a lot, it seems. Guess you can play that rough in a 2-1 series. Yeah, well, the refs are just missing shit left and right. Missed that call on Tarasenko. Now, that was a huge one where Tarasenko standing there, doesn't even make a play on the puck, gets cross-checked from behind. It was a cross-check and interference, and it doesn't get called. And then it gets called an icing, right? The Blues have got to – I mean, they're saying they need to capitalize on the power play. Figured out where Thrill was going to score from. I'm gonna hold on a second. Let me pull this up. You okay there, Lance, man?
Yep.
Okay, I'm just kind of going on a little bit.
Well, that's fine. That's fine.
We're going to check out Tarasenko's pointing to the guy. Okay, no, Tarasenko was, yeah, no. You got that all wrong, Jeff. Jeff, you got that all freaking wrong. Now I'm upset. I'm ready. Okay, hold on. Let's look at this, right? I just looked at, he's pointing to the passer, right? That was actually on Scandella, and I couldn't see who the other player was. Hold on a second. Barbashev and Scandella. So here we go. Look at the play. Watch. Here we go. Let's get that. Go back. Okay, here we go. He's pointing at Hartman. He's saying cover Hartman. Barbashev and Scandella don't cover the pass. He was in his spot. Right? Here we look. Cover Hartman. Yeah. I don't know if Hartman was his guy or not. Do you know if he was, Lance?
Well, Tarasenko's supposed to be at that point on the ice, and he's telling them to cover the. You're right. It's cover Hartman. He's not telling somebody to cover Krill. Krill is kind of his responsibility at that point. But I will tell you this: if Tarasenko's in that same spot against Fleury, he scores too. I mean, it's just that spot. If you've got somebody that scores goals, they're going to score that goal. Then you're right. That one's not on Bennington, although I've seen several people on Facebook and Twitter say it was. It was not on Bennington.
Yeah, I didn't think it was on Bennington either. And I don't know, is that on Tank, though? Nolan says we should be up 3-0.
Well, here's a way to look at it. Should there have been two guys on Hartman? No. Somebody missed their assignment.
Yeah. But I don't think that Tarasenko should have. Tarasenko's pointing that no one's on him.
That's right. And then two guys go over and hit him.
He's moving back like he's supposed to, so someone, that was on Barbie and Scandella, I think.
Yeah. And I actually think that was Barbie's guy, if I'm not mistaken, just by looking at how they had their defense set up. I might be wrong.
Where are you at, Ashley? I do feel more confident with 50 in goal. I do too. I think he's played good. Sorry, Leia don't want me to come on. Super. Okay, no problem. Now I get it. Yes, the refs, Parayko had a stick held time. They don't call holding the stick against Minnesota. I'm with that. Vladdy was going to the right spot. Hartman was Barbie's guy. There you go.
Like I said.
Yeah. Minnesota sticks in the lane have been really good. Give them credit. No, okay. Yeah. They have, but the Blues are taking the shots. And if you keep taking shots like this, you're going to win this game. Right? Vladdy was moving to cover a pass to the point. That's that's the way I looked at it. Agree the refs are not calling more on Minnesota. Given Minnesota that shouldn't have been 5-on-5 that whole period. The way Minnesota played. It should have been power play. Right? And I know no one likes that, but that's what it's been. And until you call them, they're not. And I'm sorry, the NHL puck over the glass needs to be reviewable. That needs to be reviewable because it consistently gets missed. Right? And this is the at least the second one that they've missed. I know I don't think they missed one in game one. They may have missed 3 in a row.
It hit off the glass behind the bench.
Watch it again. It does not. It goes completely over. It goes completely over. It was absolutely. I wasn't unhappy with the period, though Layla was. Granted, I think that's because she wants to watch Boss Baby. Well, that's a kid for you. It's Mother's Day, so mom should get the choice. If our D set, it's our D set, and Vladdy is on my wing, so I knew how it was supposed to go. Yeah, see, there you go. I would absolutely love if 55 would hit someone again. God, why is everybody just hit? That's why we've lost the last 2 games.
It's the same thing with every game this year since the Blues won the Cup. The Blues lost because they're not heavy. And you know what, Guy? You and I did this last year. Remember, we went through about 20 Blues games when all the Blues fans were saying the Blues aren't hitting enough. And you know what? They out-hit the team in all 10 of those losses.
Yeah, right? It's consistent. It happens a lot. The Blues hit, and you think they don't. That might be true. I would like to see him move a little bit more around. I'd like to see him get that. I'd like to see him shift somebody shift the guys that are going into the center. I'd like to see that. I'm in trouble. She says, finish reading my comment. Okay, I would absolutely love it if 55 would hit someone. Not saying that I want him to go out and hit just to hit, but there's been a couple of times behind the net when he could have hit someone. But does it make sense to hit? And I have to watch that a little more. And I apologize, Tammy. Sorry. Is Bennington playing to lose? No. Wow. He's actually been probably the best player out there.
I think Ryan. Ryan's asking is Bennington playing loose? In other words, is he loose and into the game? I think that's what he's trying to say. Is that what you're trying to say, Ryan?
Oh, if that's the case, yeah, I thought he was.
Yeah, he looks unconcerned at all.
Yeah, right. Because that was not on him. I mean, that was not. You know, he's got the post covered. What he's supposed to have covered, right?
Hey, and you know what else? The guy that scored 43 goals in the regular season, so he's pretty damn good. Hey, Chris, I've had Fords all my life, and I've never had a bit of problem. Had them with 200, 300,000 miles. Every car maker has a lemon. I don't care who you are. There's lemons out there, and but I do appreciate your comment.
Tammy Pareko is like J-Bo in the corners. He hugs players. J-Bo did a little more than that.
I'm going to tell you something. J-Bo didn't hit when he didn't need to, but there were times where I'm like, J-Bo just laid that guy out.
Yeah, he was. He was a smart hitter.
He was a smart veteran that knew when to do it and when not to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. That 4-minute power play could have been huge to score. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Right, really, when you're up 1-0 and then you're on a 4-minute power play, yeah, absolutely.
Can you imagine, guy, if they'd have scored 2 goals in that 4-minute? Man, we'd be up 3-0. But woulda, coulda, shoulda. You just got to move on.
No, you're right. I don't think that the power play's been bad. I think the power plays. I mean, they had 7 shots in 4 minutes.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. And you got to remember, you're up against Fleury, and Fleury's a very, very good. I don't think the Russian lines played bad. I mean, the goal was on them, but I don't think they played bad. And you know what? They haven't been together for months. So maybe it takes a period to get that chemistry going. Right? But it's there. I know it is. I've been saying this. Get the puck to 25. He's had his legs pumping this whole series. Good point. The Blues had a lot of chances on that 4-minute power play. A lot of chances.
Yeah, they did.
It would have been a great either on either of those or on the 4-on-3. 4-on-3, believe it or not, it's a little harder to score on. They clog the middle. They'll give you the outside. They're going to bring that triangle into the middle and just give you the outside, and try and not give you a shooting lane. Right? It was a good power play. They just missed some shots, and yeah, right. We keep shooting at his chest. I disagree with that. I will tell you more. Grab those rebounds.
Yeah.
He hasn't left a house rebound. All his rebounds have been further out.
Yeah, and I will tell you this.
Being in front of the net wouldn't help.
Yeah, I will tell you this about goaltending. Sometimes it looks like they're hitting the chest, and it's actually because the goalie's he plays it well. He's got the right angle to the puck. He's doing what he's supposed to do. There are times though where I have seen this team and a goalie's up against the post and they shoot it right against his chest. And sometimes guys, they're wanting a rebound. They know they're probably not going to score with the way the defense is setting up, and they're looking for a rebound. And sometimes, like Guy and I say, you just got to put the puck on the net and see what happens.
Jockey says, keep it going. Flowers' legs will get heavy. I agree with that. The Blues just need to hit the back of the net. Okay. The Wild have been watching some serious film and adjusting better than us so far. We outplayed them that period. You look at the stats. We absolutely outplayed them. The only place we didn't is on the scoreboard.
Yeah.
But I think goals are going to come. Oh, I seen that. 407, but look how much penalty kill or power play time we had. We had 6 minutes of power play, so that had a lot to do with it. Erickson Eckline scares the crap out of me every time they're out there. Greenway, though. Yeah, Greenway's playing dirty. I did see that. Right? I did see that. I do see that. Check your Twitter when you get a sec, Guy. Okay, sure.
And in my mind, Greenway can be physical, but he does cross the line. Is he as bad as Marchand and a few of the other players around the NHL? No, I don't think so. I just think he knows what he can and can't get away with. And trust me, in playoffs, in anything like that, these guys are going to push it to the edge because they're going to try to see what the refs are going to call and try to see what they're not going to call. And they find that little medium there, and it's close. And, the Blues can do the same thing too. It's just, that's the type of player he is.
Kevin, the thing you sent me is beautiful, bud. Beautiful. He's got a Grant Fuhr jury picked up for $40.
I just picked
it's the white one.
I picked up an authentic one. It cost my son $350.
I mean, you can get them out there. You can. I don't think this is authentic, but it looks pretty close. No, it's not. It doesn't have the tag in it.
Yeah,
it still looks good.
Yeah, mine was.
Oh, and it's signed.
Yeah,
it's signed. I didn't see it was signed.
You have to let me see that picture because I know what his signature should look like.
Okay. Let me see if I can figure out how to do that. All right. Well, the game's almost on. I'll wait till the game gets on, and then I'll send that to you.
Oh, we don't hate Berube. We don't hate Berube.
No
way.
He does.
Oh.
But keeping the special forces line in so long is all. I don't know about that. I didn't have a feeling with them being out there as long as they've been in. Like McKenna tells us to do it till it gets called. Yeah, well, that's what they're doing. Nathan says the building was electric at the start. The late period goal are momentum killers. RR needs a buffer as he's being targeted by Minnesota. Check in at second intermission. Cheers and let's go Blues. Thank you, Nathan. Either way, it's still a good-looking sweater. I agree with that.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, no, I know you do, E. You and me have had discussions about that. He is not a Berube fan at all, right? Hold on a second there, Lance.
Take your time.
I try to do too many things at once. Someday it's going to bite me in the ass. One day I'm going to be big enough where I'll have my own producer and I won't have to do all this stuff. Somebody will do it for me, and I just got to talk. Got to start doing commercials again. Got to find somebody that wants us to do a commercial for them. I actually thought about maybe doing commercials free for a month, just to give, do it out there, give guys a chance, 30 days, during next season to see if it's worth it,
And, guys, you can also get a bigger company and get in contact with them because I've done it. Say, listen, I know since my podcast isn't a top one, would you mind if I mention your product? Because I'd like to do that. And I'll say, yeah, go ahead and mention it. And then if they see anything come from it, then they'll probably start doing stuff with it. But
yeah, I might do that. That's when Shin was moved there. Seeing this. Okay, period. Game's almost up. Lance, we'll see you at the end of the second.
See you guys.
So, guys, this is Guy the White Blue saying hello. Mahalo. See you at the second.